Hey guys, we're back with another take-home science kit. I'm Austin, the Director of Operations here, and this is
Olga Oakley, the Director of Education.
There we go. And we're going to be learning a little bit about some sun, solar energy, how to make a solar bug. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on here at Haas. So, we just had our grand reopening not too long ago, and we had a really good turnout. We had a lot of fun. We're having a lot more enjoyment in the Haas right now.
Exactly. So we were closed for a whole year, and now we are open. We are back in full swing. Our current open days are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So anyone can come on out whenever they want to. Even though we are going back in full swings, we have birthday parties coming in, we have field trips, and just folks coming by to say hi and check out our cool exhibits. We are still continuing with our virtual science initiatives that we have been for the past year, which are including these.
So, take-home science kits. And not only we're doing the take-home science kits, we're also going to be doing Facebook Lives. We're still offering visiting wizards, and like she said earlier, birthday parties. So come out and see us. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. But let's get into the kit. Y'all have been waiting on this kit for a while, so let's see. What is it about, Olga?
So today we're going to learn a little bit about solar energy. So usually when we think of energy, we might think of a bunch of wires, a bunch of electrical cords, something that involves with light bulbs, but you sometimes don't think of just something that's outside in nature. So solar energy comes from the sun. So that is a way that we take our heat energy, that heat that comes from the sun, and we convert it into electrical energy
So
that we could use.
how do we do that? Is it, do you just have the sun outside and you just get energy automatically, or what do you need for getting the sun?
So you have solar cells that are on solar panels, and you can find them anywhere from bus stops, in gardens, in a greenhouse, pretty much anywhere. And what they use is they collect those photons that are from the sun once it hits those solar panels, and then it's able to convert it into the clean power, that clean electrical energy that we can use.
So you said photons, and that's a good word to use.
Mm-hmm.
So what are photons?
Photons is light energy. It's a
Okay,
unit
so
of
it's just what
energy.
light is, right?
Yes.
Cool.
That's what your light is made out of.
So she
photons.
mentioned a little bit about solar panels, and today in our kit we have a little tiny solar panel, or what we'll call a solar cell, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it by making this bug. So we're going to jump right into making it, and we're going to show you all the materials you need and what you can do with the bug, and what are some other things you can possibly experiment with later on after you've made the bug.
All right, so if you look in your kit that we have right here, we have a nice little box.
Yeah, we upgraded our box.
Yes, we had bags, and now we have boxes. So if you spill, nothing's gonna fall out of them, and they're really nice, very reusable. They're all that we're using here at Haas. Let's see what we have.
Here's all of our materials. We got some crayons. We got some scissors. We got a pencil, a glue stick. We got our solar cell, some googly eyes. There's a little sticky foam thing, and there's it looks like some tape. And then we also have this card that has either a cutout of a ladybug, not sure if y'all can see that, or a rhino bug, or a beetle, stag beetle.
Awesome. So we also have a few pieces of paper in here. We have one that have legs on it. So when we're done assembling our ladybug or our beetle, whichever one you want to use, you can add some legs to it to make it maybe even mobile.
And then we have a experiment sheet. So after we get done making the solar bug, we'll go out and experiment with different types of lights, different light sources, to figure out which one works the best, which ones don't work at all, and we'll find out pretty quick on which ones work and which ones don't. So,
Yeah, and then our third piece of paper we have in here is assembling your solar bug. So this is from Brown Dog Gadgets, where we purchased our solar bugs from, and they provided our method of how to put it together. So we thank him for that, and if you follow step by step, we'll read it off with you. We'll be able to get our solar bugs not only assembled, but get them moving.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right.
So let's go over to our book that everybody's supposed to have in their kit, and we're gonna go to the materials page, and it says assembly for solar bug procedure.
All right, so also before we start doing that, we also want to make sure that here we take our pretest that's
Yes.
in our booklet, because you might know some things about solar energy already, but you might not. So it's just a good little way of knowing what you already know. And we don't want to do this and do these kits if you're not going to learn a thing or two, but we want you to have fun as well. So if you can, take a minute, you can press pause here if you want to, and answer a few of these questions. They're very easy, mostly true or false, get your minds thinking a little bit. And then we would love if you could fill these out, and when you come and pick up your next science kit, return these to them. So we just like knowing how everyone's learning, and if they're learning a thing or two, which...
Yeah, and it's perfectly okay if you don't know the answer to just write, I don't know. Because by the end of the book, hopefully you've learned something and you can fill out the answers on the end of the book and see what you have learned from this. So let's get started. So it says flip to your assembling your solar bug worksheet. So we got our worksheet right here, and we're going to follow these instructions the best we can. So Olga, if you will choose which bug you want to cut out.
All right, I'm going to do the ladybug. I think the ladybug one.
The ladybug? Okay, so we've chosen our ladybug. We're going to go ahead and cut ours out. If y'all want to do that right now, and then come back to us in just a second. Sean, if you haven't realized by now, cut this section out until we get it cut out.
Hopefully you know.
All right, so we got it cut out. We got our ladybug cut out. Looks kind of cool, but we need to add some color to it. So what I'm going to be doing is coloring this real quick, and I'll talk to you while I'm doing it.
And I'm also cutting out the ladybug legs right here. And if you want to use another, if you want to use the beetle instead, you could use the beetle legs as well. And if you go on their website as well, they might have some other templates of a tarantula, a stink bug, hill bug. So you could always reach out or branch out and make different kinds of bugs.
Hey everybody, this is Sean. I just wanted to jump in real quick and let you know that on Sunday we will have our Show Us Sunday, and we would love to see how creative you guys get. So be real careful with this step, and have your parents post on Facebook tomorrow in the comments of our Show Us Sunday post and win a prize.
So we're back. We finished coloring our bug, but you noticed, if you can see, there's a center, and there's a reason for that. It's because we're going to be placing our solar cell right there. So let's find out how to connect it. So in order to assemble this, we need to get the little vibrator out, the motor, and we're going to stick it straight on the back, not on the dark side, but where the green is, straight on the back, in between the middle.
I'll let you do that part first. What's nice about these little templates, it has a nice rectangle in it, so you kind of know exactly where you have to stick them on. I'm finishing up the legs right here, trying to go on the lines as much as possible. So if the kids at home might need a parent to help them with this part, just because there's a little bit of curves and edges that are kind of hard to get, you can have your parents help you with this part as well.
See.
So, really neat.
Now we got to take our tape and tape it down, the wires that is. Can I borrow your scissors real quick?
Yes.
Thank you. And you don't need much tape for this. You just need a little piece. Let's see if I can get it.
Do you want to And as soon as we tape it, show our friends at home how it should look like?
Yeah.
Let's do that, just so we can show you as much detail as possible. Because I know that these bugs, just because they're little, that doesn't mean they're not exciting. It's very, very cool, and it's gonna move around, but there's a lot of precision involved with it. So what Austin did so far is just take a little bit of that silver tape that we have here, just cut off an itty bitty little square, and we taped down one part of the wire so far. We'll show that to you here in a second. There's a lot to see.
So now that we've colored in our ladybug, I did a little bit of blue and a little bit of red. Olga did a great job of cutting it out. And we have put on our vibrator onto our solar cell. So this is our solar cell, and we have a little vibrating motor right there. And then we taped it, wires, on the positive and negative, and it should show you on the instructions on which one's which. And now we're going to stick this to the back of it. So we need to stick this to the back of it.
All right.
And then all we're going to do is place it right on top of here. Alright, so now we have a ladybug with a solar cell on it, and then it also has that vibrating motor in there.
Let's put the little legs on, shall we?
So let's put the legs on, yeah, I agree.
So
So we're going to flip it over, upside down, and we're going to glue these legs on. At least these are the legs that we picked out.
yeah, you can get creative with your legs. You could cut them out and you use even though the template might say stink bug, tarantula, ladybug, you could use different legs for different kinds. You know, this is your own little bug. You can make him as unique as you want to. Color him whatever color you want to be, or you want it to be or look like. All right.
And we also have some googly eyes. So
Ooh.
let me see if I can't show you up close. We got some googly eyes we're going to be using. But they're not for the eyes. They're actually to help the bug roll around. So we're going to place them on there in whatever areas you want. There's different ways to do it. So we're going to put them in the, let's say the head's up this way, so we're going to put our eyes up front and then one eye in the back, and it'll help it in motion. So go ahead and finish doing that step, guys, and we'll get back with you in just a second. We are back, and we have stuck our little googly eyes on the bottom, and we got our solar cell on top, and then we got our little legs coming off. Now we're going to go try this outside first, and then we're going to try all different types of light. Alright guys, now that we went outside and tried out our solar bug, we want y'all to go out and try it at your home. But like we said earlier, we have this nice little chart that you can see, and we want you to try it with different light sources. So we tried it outside in the sun, but what are a few other things you could use?
Well, you could also use like a flashlight. You could try a flashlight on your phone, an actual flashlight. You could try just ambient light, like just light in your room. Light from a light bulb. You could try an LED light bulb, like a regular old light bulb.
You could try your
Also-
TV.
Oh yeah, exactly. You could, maybe if you have, I don't know if you're gonna have a fireplace going right now because it's summertime, but any kind of fire, maybe what kind of light it might give off of that. That's something cool to try maybe at nighttime if you have like a campfire.
Yeah.
Also, if you bring this outside, what we noticed is we had a little bit of forecast. So we had sunshine, and then it was cloudy for a little bit, and we noticed that it was moving a lot more rapidly in the sunshine. So when you go outside, try different times of day, when it's super sunny and when it's very cloudy and when there's a little bit of that overcast of the sun. So, and try to take some observations of your own as
Yeah,
well.
definitely. And like she said, we had some trouble when it was cloudy out, and then all of a sudden the sun came out and it was going crazy. So it'll move a little bit in the clouds, but not so much, not as much as it'll move when it's just sunlight hitting it.
And if you want to take it an extra step further, try different temperatures as well.
Ooh.
Maybe if it's a hotter day, like if it's very, very sunny outside and it's 90 degrees one day opposed to 72 the other day, would that make a difference? Also, try different distances. If you have a flashlight,
You could try shining it right on top,
yeah,
or
like an inch
way
away
above.
or 2 feet away. Does that make a difference? Does it go faster or slower if you go closer opposed to further?
So not all light sources work with it, but that's for you to find out when you're experimenting at home. And guys, thank you for joining us for today's Take Home Science Kit. We loved it. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the future with more science kits coming your way.
And we thank Air Force STEM for helping us sponsor this video as well.
Yep. And
These kits.
guys, we got a couple announcements coming out. We are having our birthday bash
Ooh,
on
awesome.
August 28th. We're gonna be turning 26 years old, this facility is. And we're gonna have a lot of fun out there. There's gonna be a lot of fun, free activities. There's also gonna be a couple paid activities like face paint and
We're gonna have guest speakers, we're gonna have concessions, we're gonna have access to all of our exhibits, so we're gonna have fun stuff inside, outside, you can make crafts to take home, just the list goes on.
and that will be free admission coming in. So if you wanna come show up and walk through the door, you're more than welcome to on August 28th. And we're looking forward to seeing y'all. And if you haven't already, since we've been open from the grand reopening, come out and see us, guys. We love to have you. We have a lot of fun almost every day out here at the Hands-On Science Center. We're going to be open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Fridays and Saturdays, 10 to 5, and on Sundays, 1 to 5. And I look forward to seeing y'all.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.